Hey Geometry, in this video we'll be going over special angle pairs, so go ahead, take out a notebook and a pencil because we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so in this unit, we're going to be talking about parallel lines and the types of angles that they make when they are intersected by a transversal. Now, this is a diagram that you should have in your notes. I've got a pair of parallel lines, and the blue line that's there, that's called the transversal. Now, one way that we mark parallel lines is using arrows, and you can see my arrows right here. So when you've got arrows pointing in the same direction that are on the line, like I've circled in yellow, that means that those lines are parallel. Okay, so let's go ahead and I want you to draw another diagram in your notes that looks like this. So again, we've got two lines and we're going to go ahead and make sure that we know that those are parallel. So I'm going to draw two arrows in red and then that transversal in blue. Now, there's a couple things that I want us to make a note of. So there are going to be things that involve the words exterior or special angle pairs that have the word exterior and special angle pairs that have the word interior. The region that I'm highlighting in blue is known as the exterior. Notice that it is outside of the parallel lines. The region that I'm highlighting in yellow, this is known as the interior. So the interior is in between the two parallel lines. Okay, and so when you've got a pair of parallel lines that's cut by a transversal, you get a bunch of different types of special angle pairs. One of the first special pairs that we get is called corresponding angles. And I'm going to shorthand right here. So we've got corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are angle pairs like angles 1 and angle 5. Those angle and corresponding angles are congruent. So corresponding angles are angle pairs like angle 1 and angle 5. 3 and 7 are another pair of corresponding angles. So angle 3 and angle 7. And then we can even go on the other side of the transversal and do the same. One thing that I want you guys to notice is that corresponding angles has one angle on the exterior and on the exterior region and one angle on the interior region. So we've got angle 2 and angle 6. And then our last pair is angle 4 and angle 8. So some notes, we got one angle on the exterior and one on the interior. And another thing to note about corresponding angles is that they are congruent. Okay, so that means angle 1 is congruent to angle 5, 3 is congruent to 7, 2 is congruent to 6, 4 and 4 is congruent to 8. Okay, another special pair of angles is known as alternate interior angles. So alternate interior angles, so let's dissect what this means. So we know it's going to be on the interior region, so it's going to be in between my parallel lines, so it's going to be in the yellow here. Alternate means that we are alternating sides of the transversal. So you're going to have one on both sides of the transversal. So a pair of alternate interior angles are angles like 4 and 5. So angles 4 and 5, those are alternate interior. And then the other pair is angle 3 and angle 6. And another note about alternate interior angles is that they are congruent. Okay, we've got a couple more here. So if there's alternate interior angles, there are also things called alternate exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles are also congruent to each other, and it's going to follow a similar idea to alternate interior angles. So we want an angle on either side of the transversal and on the exterior region. So we got a pair like angle 1 and angle 8. So one is on the left and the other is on the right. And those angles are congruent to each other. And then the other pair of alternate exterior angles is angle 2 and angle 7. Okay. So corresponding alternate interior and alternate exterior angles, those are all going to be congruent to each other. I'm going to draw a line here, and I'm going to zoom out even a little more because we've got two more pairs. So there's also special angle pairs called same side interior angles. So same side interior angles are going to be supplementary to each other. Okay. And they're going to be on the same side of the transversal. So that's going to be angle pairs like angle 4 and angle 6. And then the other pair is angle 3 and angle 5. And if there's same side interior, then there's also same side exterior angles. And those are going to be on the exterior region. So angle 1 and angle 7 are same side exterior angles, and angle 2 and angle 8 are same side exterior angles. So remember, this side is going to be supplementary. So that means 1 is supplementary to 7, 2 is supplementary to 8, 4 supplementary to 6, and 3 supplementary to 5. And all the angle pairs on the other side, on the left column here, are congruent. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and move on to the next video.